Everyone talks about his speed, his power, his iconic one-inch punch. But very few talk about something even more dangerous: his boxing defense. Today on Techniques of Martial Arts, we're about to uncover the secrets of Bruce Lee's elusive defensive game. These techniques didn't just make him fast, they made him nearly impossible to hit. Let's break them down and show you how to use them in real combat. Bruce Lee and the sweet science, his connection to boxing. Before we dive into the techniques, let's make something clear: Bruce Lee didn't just invent Jeet Kune Do out of nowhere. He studied Western boxing deeply. He was fascinated by its efficiency, rhythm, and movement. He once said, "Boxing is the best foundation for learning how to hit and not get hit." Bruce Lee was a huge fan of Muhammad Ali. He studied Ali's footwork, his slipping, his timing. He watched fight tapes over and over, mimicking the same angles in the mirror. But Bruce didn't just copy. He adapted. He combined boxing's brilliance with the speed and explosiveness of martial arts. What you get is something totally unique. Not just a boxer. Not just a martial artist. But a defensive genius. Step 1: The foundation of Bruce's defense, the on-guard position. Before any defense happens, it starts with how you stand. Bruce Lee used a modified boxing stance. He called it the on-guard position. This stance allowed him to move like lightning. Weight slightly forward. Hands up, lead hand lower than traditional boxers. Rear hand guarding the chin. Feet light, always bouncing slightly. But what made this stance powerful wasn't just form, it was readiness. He was always in motion, always balanced, always ready to strike or slip. The secret? He didn't just stand still like a statue. He flowed. That's your first lesson: your defense is built before the fight begins. Your stance determines how well you can react, move, and counter. Slip like water, Bruce's head movement. Bruce Lee didn't believe in blocking as the first line of defense. He believed in not being there. His slipping was straight out of the boxing world, but faster. When a punch came toward him, Bruce didn't just dodge. He slipped just enough to barely miss, staying close enough to counter immediately. He practiced. Inside slips for jabs. Outside slips for crosses. Weaving under hooks. And his neck mobility was incredible. He trained using head movement drills inspired by boxers but modified them with martial rhythm. Bruce's slips weren't exaggerated. They were minimal and efficient. Just like his philosophy. He trained this every day. Not just in drills, but in front of a mirror, shadowboxing, reacting to imaginary opponents, sharpening his reflexes until slipping became instinct. Parrying with precision, redirecting the force. While Bruce preferred to evade, he was also a master of parrying. He didn't block. He redirected. Imagine someone throws a jab at you. Most fighters raise their guard. Bruce? He'd tap Y.